Twitch. There we go. It's up and live. Let's see. Manage the poll. Screen marker, clip that, whatever. I don't do channel rewards. I gotta stop picking my lip. I'm in so much pain because I've got like an inner ulcer, and because of that my lip is dry and it's driving me crazy, but I can't do anything about it because it hurts. Whatever. But that's okay. So today, the light's still wrong. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of panicking a little bit because I can't figure out how to fix my stuff, as the saying were. It's too orange. Yeah, how do I color correct for orange? Like, especially if I do this. This is full white light, by the way. Let's go to the mix mode real quick. It's up. There we go. That's orange. Oompa loompa doobity dee. There we go, and that's supposed to be neutral, but it's so orange for neutral. How is this neutral lighting? Give me a second. I know I said I would be playing the game while explaining a channel update, and I will get to the channel update in just a second. Let me just I'll tell you everything I'm going to be doing over the next you know, at least semester, and hopefully the rest of my life. But I know that'll never happen. But anyway, good morning, rebels. It's your boy. It's your boy. Boy Akbasim. It's your boy Renegade here today, and I'm here to tell you a few things about how I'm going to be changing up the channel. And by changing up the channel, I partially mean doing things. Doing things is a very important thing to be doing. Do I have a color correction on? Should I have a color correction on? I mean, that looks better. It's a little dark in the background when I do that. That looks weird, though. See, that looks like an actual camera. That looks like an actual camera. I spend so much time trying to mess with this filter. There's so much random stuff I've got in the drive here, down here, like on the screen. See, I've got a monitor that I picked up off the side of the road, and then I've got a monitor I bought on Facebook Marketplace. And that one is the worst one, weirdly enough. This one's 4K. This one, I know, right? I found a 4K monitor on the side of the road. That's not the point. So just that's my setup right now. I got this one's an old Enterprise Dell monitor with some spray paint on it for some reason. I think it's spray paint. It's not coming off, whatever it is. It might be like some Febreze or some. Nah, Febreze would wash off. I don't know. It's just on the thing for some reason. So, but the background's too dark. If I move that, wait, I've got some LEDs I can just put back somewhere. Not like LED strip lights. I want some of those, but I don't have those. And I can't justify. I have the money to do it, but I can't justify using that money to do it. Like, I gotta make this money last for college, right? Not like because I want my dorm room to look a little fancy for the next 4 months. I mean, I've done dumb purchases. Don't even ask what that is. It's actually, go ahead. It's B12. I can't tell if it's doing anything. Coffee's doing something. Man, I should do caffeine more often. Wow, let me chill a little bit. So basically, how does this work? So basically, I'm just gonna get a fill light for that, but I'm gonna turn off the color correction because this looks fine. Let's enter up my realms world, and while I'm just popping around, I'll tell you how things are going. Yes, it's a Slaughterhouse 5 quote. It used to mean something. Don't ask how I got into any of the other ones. I don't know why I got into this one. Why did I get into... Oh! See, this is what happens when you have Tumblr people who just say that they have a realm open. I used to be in 7 different realms. And I left some of them. I got kicked out of one. Basically, note to self, don't kink shame someone. If they own the realm, they'll kick you out in a heartbeat. That's why I never said anything to these guys. Never said anything, didn't talk in the chat. Found a different place in the island, and I just built my own thing there. You know what you're thinking. Why didn't you just do single player? First off, helps the lag. Second off, well, I mean, if you can play with other people, it's always nice. I mean, at the very least, you get the opportunity to be griefed. And I actually kind of like I kind of like being griefed. I don't like being griefed all the time. I just like being griefed on occasion, right? In Minecraft, not in real life. God, stop touching my face. I've had some face issues. Look, Matthew's going through some things. And that's half the reason we're doing this update. So, first off, update. I have a Realm server. Why is it a Slaughterhouse 5 quote? It has to do with a bunch of emotions I had over the break. Look, things were weird this break. But let's just start at the beginning. Not the break. I will tell you that I couldn't stream this break because I wasn't in Austin. I was way back home in BFE. And because I was in BFE, can I say that and still be a family-friendly channel? Actually, let me real quick check something. Okay, good. At the very least, the info is correct. So, you can't be in BFE. Oh, this is my little Realm server. I love it. In stream. I mean, like, I could barely get internet while I was in BFE. I could barely get, like, this stuff. I could barely get any of this stuff. It feels a little laggy. But don't worry. I've just upgraded. My computer will be upgraded soon. Here's my little modular underground design. I kind of like it. It's built on these, It doesn't feel that smooth. What's my frame rate? 60 frames per second? Sure. I don't believe it, but sure. Optifine's not on 1.15 yet, so I can't fix anything about it. Let me move this sword real quick. There we go. This little modular design, it's built on these little 7x7 pack, like little room bits, and then each room can expand into other rooms. Got a map room here. Got a little room for the nether. Yeah, a dead island of Dr. Moreau. I forgot I made that. Here's the affirmation space. It's just a bunch of nice little sayings. I've slowly been adding to. I had a bad day a few weeks ago, so I did that. Here's the seaweed farm. As you can see, this area is not as finished. And then here's the seaweed area. We have a ban on the server against auto food farms, but seaweed doesn't count because it's not food. I mean, it's kind of food, but so long as we don't eat it, it's not food. Does that make sense? Here's my little boy Oscar. And my favorite sign on the entire server. I really needed that a few weeks ago, but now it just looks kind of weird. But you know what? Self-care, man. Love yourself. Here's Dinnerbone. He's the dumb one. Man, I put these everywhere, didn't I? This is Fitz, named after the USS Fitzgerald. USS Edmund Fitzgerald, sorry. Here's the up area that I never moved down into storage that I need to. There's a bunch of chickens. There's some farms. I like to protect this tree grove. Let's just talking. So about the server. So about my channel. Community Warehouse. About the channel. First off, I will be streaming during the semester. Either 2 days a week or 3 days a week. I haven't figured out exactly which. But I'll be streaming basically often. Not often as possible. I have to focus on my grades. I'm getting much better about focusing on both my grades and being alive as a person. But I will stream basically whenever I can really justify the opportunity. This is a battlefield. All of those are explosions that filled in with water. But I will be streaming quite often. I don't know exactly all that I'll be streaming. I do know at the very least I want to stream some City Skylines because I just got it and it's fun. I will be streaming at the very least Minecraft Hardcore because I enjoyed that. Super Mario Maker too because I know you guys enjoyed that and I enjoy it too, even though I'm kind of bad. I'll be honest. I'm pretty good at making. I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I'm just about as okay as a guy who hasn't played platformers in 3 years can be, which is, I'll say, good enough. And that's the 3 at the very least. I absolutely no question about it will be playing. I will also be featuring a few of my friends on this channel. Both friends who stream, such as Goldfish. I don't know what he's going by, and I don't know if he wants me to say his actual name, but he's a streamer on here. I'll be featuring him. We'll be playing some things together. I've got a small little crew of people I want to talk. I want to see if they're still up for talking and playing games with, and of course a few of my roommates, but not including my roommate, like my current roommate, Shigarath, the man who may not be named. Doesn't like his face on camera and doesn't like me referring to the fact that he exists outside of the fact that I have a roommate. And I only negotiated that with him due to the fact that he knows that people know that I have a roommate. So he's a little bit of a privacy freak. That being said, does really short passwords. So you know what? I mean, we're all hypocrites at the end of the day. Where's the nether? Actually, let's go to the nether. That's a nice little place. But a few of my roommates, including a great friend called Spencer, you'll meet him. We'll be playing a bunch of horror games. I'll be co-op playing some horror games with him because he loves those. It's really kind of his thing currently. And then a few other games is kind of basically whatever he wants whenever he has the time. I learned the other day that hitting these guys with an egg causes aggro, which surprised me. As you can see, there's some chickens here. I just came in and threw some eggs, and then I put down some dirt and one block of grass, and I just waited for it to grow. Fun fact, you can actually grow crops in the nether without the water, right? I think you can put a cauldron and it counts, but I'm not too sure about that. That might be a bedrock thing. I haven't tested it, and cauldrons are kind of expensive to just drop it down. Oh, I do have a cauldron, though. We can test that real quick. I won't be featuring this realms much. I don't think. This realms is kind of a private thing between friends. Like, all of my college friends who have Minecraft and I trust with the realms are on here, including at least 2 other people who I don't trust, because we have a government. We've created an inside government, and then 2 of them are anarchist. So I'm scared a little bit, but realms lets you roll back things easily. Give me a second. I'm on a phone call real quick. you know, I can't just ignore my mother. I mean, it's my mom. I love her. So, you know, I gotta answer the phone. I gotta answer the phone for these kind of things. I can't just ignore my mom. Even though this is an update video. But no, I just told her how life's going. She's doing okay too, which is nice. I mean, obviously, it would be horrible if she wasn't doing okay. She's getting back from a game. She is a principal and she helps run things. I mean, that was the vaguest job description I think I've ever given of a principal. Yeah, she's a principal. She does things. I mean, name me a job where you don't do anything. Whatever being a Kardashian is. Anyone else really angry about that whole Chloe? Is it Chloe Jenner, the youngest self-made billionaire? That's not how you don't self-make. That's not how that works. Self-make doesn't start with an inherent the inherent free advertising that comes from being part of the Kardashian family. That'd be like saying like Rockefeller Jr. is a self-made billionaire. Like, Forbes, what are you on? Like, she ranks as like a 2 or maybe a 3 on the self-made billionaire scale. That's a lie. Donald Trump ranks as a 4 on that scale, so you know what? Maybe she's a 4, or maybe she's a 3 or 4. Or 5. How does it? Oprah's a 10, and then I don't know who's a 1. Rockefeller's probably a 1. That's not the point. Look, we're way off topic at this rate. I was showing you my world, and then I was going to throw something in the nether. What was I going to throw in the nether? And I was also going to update the rest of this. What was it? Checking the nether? Oh, the cauldron! Well, that broke fast. So there's the cauldron. Anyway, so basically the channel is I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'm going to be bringing a lot of friends on. And I'm going to be, basically I'm just going to try to stay regular and consistent. I can't guarantee a scheduled consistency. I find that if I try to make things a hard and fast schedule, I tend to fail. Either because the schedule starts to wear on me, or because, you know, people, or because, like, things just go wrong. Like, trying to do a very specific thing for a long amount of time on any given day, and it's not your job or something, that's really difficult. Like, what if I get an exam or something the day before or day after? Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, did that count? I've been told this. See, because I've seen videos where I've seen, like, pictures where people do this, but I don't think it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it counts. It looks more like it's an aesthetic thing at this rate. Because these aren't getting hydrated. Yeah, I guess I just have to grow them the slow way. They grow really slowly. Like, I joked about making this, like, how we grow crops. But no, we would have to clear out such an immeasurable amount of space. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of crops we get in that little field you saw out of the nether would be, like, in order to make that much food with this pattern, it would be ridiculous. Like, we would have to cover, like, from here to wherever the other side is. It would be crazy. So we're not doing that. But with the channel, that's what I intend on. I'll be trying to work my best. I'll be doing some extra bike runs. I'll be trying to save up a little cash here and there that I can genuinely say to myself is disposable. Why is there a skeleton there? Why is there a skeleton there? There shouldn't have been. That, I thought it was lit. That would explain a lot of times I've died before. But basically that's the gist of it. Streaming a lot more, streaming with a bit more fidelity. I'm investing in a new computer. That's taken a few years really to invest into. I've had some of those parts for a long time. Actually, I'm harvesting some of the parts I'm harvesting from the computer I have right now. Such as the hard drive. I'm not even changing the hard drive, even though technically I probably should for health reasons, but the diagnostic says it's okay, so I'll trust that for now. Ow. Basically, as it goes, got these filled that as it goes, I'm looking at, I think, a good year. I'll definitely be actually uploading and editing the VODs. The editing will be a little minimal to keep myself sane while I'm also doing things like learning Spanish and other stuff, so that'll be a bit crazy to have to try to juggle that with juggle school life and work life and real life with streaming as well. So basically I'm gonna do what I can. You'll even see I'll be creating a few emotes. If you guys have suggestions for emotes, that is absolutely wanted and desired, because I don't have any idea. If you have suggestions for emotes, do you have suggestions for the badges, do you have suggestions for the channel art, I'm going to be finding some guys on Fiverr to do it. I know it's not the most ethical way of doing it, and at some point I will, if I ever get money back from this, which I might. I'm an affiliate, you know. I can't cash out yet, but you know, if I get some cash back from it, it'll go back into the channel, at least for now. I mean, so I'll get it back. So if you have suggestions for emotes, you have suggestions for channel art, you have suggestions for anything theming wise, the only thing I've got so far is the fact that I go by Renegade and I've got a bunch of swords. Which, by the way, the dorms I don't think are happy that I have these, but they don't know, and what they don't know can't hurt them, and can only hurt me on accident. Except these are super dull. Okay, I think I roughed the skin a little bit, and that's only because I've sharpened this like 1,000 times. 1,000 times folded Nihon steel. Fun fact, the reason that you had to fold Japanese steel thousands of times isn't because that made it better than normal steel. It's because Japanese steel was horrible for centuries. Because the only iron on the islands was mostly just from rivers, like in the way that you got gold nuggets from rivers. And so as a result, there was like, it was so impure. So the steel was kind of shite. But you know, so basically the steel was horrible, which is part of the reason. It's part of the reason they invaded Manchuria, among billiard of other reasons. Was for the natural resources that the island very severely lacks. But basically now that they've got the steel, they get iron shipments from other countries now. The steel is now fantastic. So now 1,000 folded Nihon steel is great, but like back in the day, it was actually dreadful, right? You could make better swords kind of just out of the box. You could make better anything. Planes, tanks, industrial appliances. You can make better anything with iron from outside of Japan. But now the chemical processes and the shipping industries have kind of fixed that situation. What was I talking about? Yes, suggestions as always. Please, absolute. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up. That is a really dumb thing you were doing there, Matthew. Please don't tap your hand with the sword. Flat edge of the blade. So hit me up on Twitter. I think that's probably the only place you guys can actually get a hold of me. On Twitter. If you guys would like anything like a Discord or something, hit me up. Absolutely. We're going to be starting this year off, I think, with a bang. And by a bang, I mean a kind of slow bang. But it's a bang. It's a bang nonetheless. It's not a whimper. So we got to go to the other side of the dichotomy. Even though technically I guess that's not a dichotomy. We're starting with a shout. How about we say that? We're starting out with a shout. And that's where we're going from there. So to reiterate it, for the fourth time I'll reiterate, just so I can see if I can't put it into a clip. Right? If you have a suggestion for anything at all, right? Whether it be emotes or channel art or me or anything. How do I highlight this? Hit me up on Twitter, or hit me up here. DM me on Twitter or tweet me out directly. I think you can. I think my DMs are open. If not, I'll open them up at the end of this stream. Or even just leave it in the chat. I don't know how that works, but try to message me on here too. If you send me a friend request 9 times out of 10. No, 9,000 times out of 9,001, I will absolutely accept your friend request. Because why not, man? I mean, it's what are you gonna? I mean, how do you abuse a friend request on Twitch? So I would love to see what you guys are up to. This went a little long for an update video. I covered the world a little bit. Oh, I do want to show you one thing. Can I justify spectator mode? Yeah. There's a little secret about this, is that I don't cheat, but I do use spectator mode to show it off. So here's this rail system. By the way, here's my friend's rail system. Look at that. No, sorry. That's on mine, chef. Look at that. That's kind of fun. That's my mine, but this is my friend Spencer, who you'll be seeing in the streams. He's got this network that goes all the way over here. As you can see, there's some rooms that just exist that don't do anything yet. Yeah, it's because I've been building it out. And then he's got this down area that he's just been building into forever, and he's done a lot. Like, I couldn't even begin to mention what has happened. And then friend Jake's playing on here too. I don't know where the heck he is. My roommate has the code, he just hasn't played. But anyway, I want to show you off. Not this thing. That's gonna be for mob spawning. But I want to show off the dam. Okay, so fun fact: most of this water wasn't here before. Like the water that's up on this hill, that's new. Like, look, water that's up here, that's all new. All this water, that water is natural. But this water, like this right here, This is flooded by me. I artificially did this. I like flooding, especially in the Badlands. So what's going to happen is this entire area. So this, follow the canyon. This canyon, including this area right here, all the way up to the dam. All the way up to the dam is going to be flooded. That's going to take maybe a day, but it's going to be awesome. And keep in mind, I don't even stream this world. I'm just doing this for fun. Should be fair, I do everything for fun. Here's the down area of the stream. I like the fact that I've put little bits of gold everywhere, so it looks kind of like this is a valuable river, and that's why we dammed it or whatever. So it's got a little story to it. And there's a little gold just to indicate that there is story. But there's like these two little rooms, and then it goes down into the central area room, which is nice. We'll have like a little viewing area where you can look out and see the water. Not gonna be too relevant, but I'll put some fish in and see if they stay. And then this is the mine shaft, mine cart track, which I will surely finish one day, which leads back to base. And this is base. That little platform there has all the governmental laws. Here's the little village. It actually died out once. I had to revive it. That was my fault. Oh, and here's Jake's boat he's been building. Oh. That's nice. Oh, it's actually in the water, too. A lot of people make the mistake of building on top of the water, so it looks like it's floating in a weird way. But yeah. Anyway, that's the world. And that's been most of the update. I'll catch you guys for the rest. If you guys have any game suggestions, I would love to know. You guys can friend me on Steam, too. I don't know how to share that, but if you ask my Steam, I'll definitely pick it up. I hate that as a survival end. Okay, there we go. But if you want to hook up on anything, absolutely. Not hook up. You know what I'm saying. But, like, hit me up on anything. Absolutely. I'm open for all game. What? No, I'm not open for all game. I'm open up for most. If you're into the dating game, that's not me. And that's the worst joke I'll make in this entire that's the worst joke I'll make in my entire streaming career. I can promise that for at least a month. And then after that, I'll probably have forgotten and made a worse one after that. So don't you worry. I'll get back to bad jokes eventually. But that is that's it. That's the finale. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, I will also stream longer than this. Don't you worry. I'll be having 3-4 hour streams instead of the max 2 hour streams I used to have. And I'll stay consistent, especially for you, Catcher. Love that guy. But we'll see you later. Also, I might start doing things like gift subs or whatever. You know, why not? Oh, I will also be doing some giveaways. I've got some stuff that's kind of cheap and I can justify giving away, or stuff that I just happen to own that I can also justify giving it away. So, if you'd like to be a part of that, also follow me on Twitter or here on Twitch. And thank you for watching. I think that'll be it. Is that enough? By the way, I probably converted this directly into a VOD, so if you're seeing this on YouTube, same thing applies. I'll be trying to put up more YouTube videos, but I can't really guarantee anything outside of the VODs. Stuff like the tutorials, I'll definitely 100%, 100%. That is really dumb for me to just be flicking this thing around. I would lose my totem ship in a heartbeat if my Scoutmaster saw this me doing this. But if you, if you've seen this on YouTube either, absolutely, we'll be doing more stuff this year. And by we, I mean me and you guys. I'm still alone in doing a lot of this stuff. Editing is I do the editing, I do the filming, I do everything. But you guys are the reason I'm here. That sounded kind of sweet. It's a little cheesy too, because it's not the only reason I'm here. I'm also here because I want to do it. But I'm here because I want to do it with you guys. There we go. That's the correct statement. I want to do it with you guys, and I hope I can do it for you guys. So, that's the basis of this channel. If you guys have anything, like I said, I think this is the 9th time I've said it, maybe 10th. Game suggestions, what you might want to see on stream, what you might want to see us talk about, what you might want to see us do. It's all open. It's all an available option. So, yeah. See you guys on the next one. And remember, stay rebellious. That was, I don't know. You gotta have like an outro, right? Gotta have an outro. That's a horrible one. Stay rebellious, and then you bite it. Like what? First off, your dentist, my dentist, is gonna have a heyday with that. And then second off, like, it's not exactly the safest thing. You know, that's a good way to encourage kids to watch it. Yeah, I'm just waving this sword around my face and neck area. That's not dangerous at all. No one's gonna intimidate that and accidentally end up dead, and that's gonna be my fault. And some parent who's grieving is gonna sue me, and I'm gonna feel bad, because I'm indirectly responsible for having murdered their kid. Oh, good lord. I'll figure out something. Or you guys can suggest it. As always, I have been Matthew Cox, also known as Renegade, and I'm signing out. There we go. That sounds better. It's a little extreme and maybe loud.